Good morning, welcome to CupO'Forex. This is David Frank with your daily video analysis for Friday, the 28th of November. The big news today is OPEC. It's official. OPEC has decided not to reduce production. They left production as is. Over the last several months, Saudi Arabia has been adamant that they are fighting for their market share, and they have kept production, if not increased production. This has caused the price of crude oil to sink. What does this mean, especially for shale oil companies like Exxon Mobil and other smaller companies? They're going to have trouble paying back debt, and they could lose quite a bit of money. And I think this is what OPEC wants. They want to fight for their market share, and they want to reduce the amount of market share that shale oil companies in the United States and Canada currently have. We're going to look at one of the companies that is a shale oil producer, and one of the biggest companies in the world, Exxon Mobil. When we get to our technical analysis in a little bit, just a couple things on the calendar today I want to look at. Coming out in about 4 hours, just about 5 hours, at 9 o'clock GMT time, we have unemployment from Italy. That will be coming out today, and we're expecting that to remain extremely high at 12.6%. No change in that. We also coming out of the European Union, the EU Consumer Price Index. It's the core year on year. We're expecting that to come out at a really anemic 0.7%, if not a little lower. No change. They're just stuck in no inflation, going dangerously close to deflation every single time they announce an inflation report. Also coming out today at 1:30 GMT time is the gross domestic product for Canada. This will be a quarter-on-quarter number. We're expecting that to come out a little bit lower than last quarter at 2.1%, but it's still a fairly solid number, and we're not too worried about Canada at this time. The big numbers coming out will be out of France and out of the European Union. Italy and the European Union. Italy's unemployment is going to stay high. European Union inflation is what it is. It's no inflation. Let's get started with some technical analysis and see what's going on. Like I said, I want to take a look at Exxon Mobil really quick. Okay, first up is Exxon Mobil for today. I could look at Brent crude, I could look at WTI crude, but yes, those are surely bearish. What's interesting is what's happening with the oil companies. Exxon Mobil does have a division that is a shale oil explorer. A lot of the oil companies out of the United States and out of Canada and in Europe and France and whatnot are being affected by Saudi Arabia's decision. And not only Saudi Arabia, who pushed for OPEC not to change production, but all the shale oil producers and explorers will be affected. This is an attempt by them, I think, to reduce the market share of shale oil explorers. And we're seeing a drastic fall off in shale oil, and we're seeing a lot of fall off in stocks of companies that explore for shale oil and produce. ExxonMobil is one of the biggest companies in the world. We have a key technical level right up here where you can see a bearish head and shoulders. Just below that, at 97.10, we can see this is where it failed not once but twice. We're seeing a bearish head and shoulders pattern starting to form here, and we have since moved a little bit lower. We're now back below 95.50, and trading now close to 93.50. We are really changing our model to bearish once again in ExxonMobil, and it's going to follow the price of crude oil. As crude oil goes lower, so will ExxonMobil and quite possibly other oil companies as well. Next handle we'll be watching is around 93.25. I also want to take a look at gold today. Gold hit 1,200, and then we reverse sharply. As you can see here, a bearish candlestick flag formation forming, and we started moving back towards supports. I think we're going to be stuck between two technical supports. One, a resistance at 1,200, and at the support level, 1131.64, and we're going to be bouncing in here for now. But I'm not too optimistic on the strength of gold. As you can see here, we have been stuck in a medium-term bearish pattern for quite some time, and I think that's going to keep up. Look for some consolidations for now until we can figure out which way we'll be going or a bit clearer price action. All right, I want to thank everyone for listening. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.